Hey, what's up, peeps? Gonna do a quick review here on the Fold 7. This is the second foldable I have from Samsung. I originally jumped onto foldables back in 2022, jumping on the Fold 4. This here is pretty much gonna be a review from the Fold 4 to the 7. I'm shooting this in 8K using the S24 Ultra. So back in 2022, when I got the Fold 4, amazing form factor back then, but this one here is a whole different phone altogether. Yes, it's thinner. Yes, the cameras have been updated. Yes, there is no S Pen. And I've been a fan of the Note since it came out. I've had a Note since the Note 2. I was able to do a lot on the Fold 4 with the S Pen. This one doesn't have it. It's still the same price. The downside, you lose a feature, same price. The upside, the S Pen was introduced with the foldable, got taken away this time around. Maybe they'll bring it back. Who knows? Hopefully. Now, when I first got the Fold 4, that phone lasted me 11 months as a daily user. The hinge ultimately broke. It spilled onto the inner display. I wasn't able to use that big form factor display anymore after that. And then Samsung gave me gripe about it. So I had to give up the phone. I moved back over to the S line, the S24 Ultra. I took a hit on the trade-in because it was considered a broken screen. Not by my doing, but for workmanship. The hinge just didn't last. Now they do tell us when they're doing the unpacked event that the phone, the display, will fold for 2,000 plus folds. They don't mention if the hinge will last the same, unless I'm mistaken. But here, the phone, super tiny, it almost feels unreal in your hand, this Fold 7. It's crazy what they've done here. This to me should have been the Fold 3 version. If you look at every version of the Fold, there's no way it would have taken 7 years to get here. From the Fold 1 to the 7, this should have been number 3. And improved from there on after. Keep in mind at one point Samsung did have an 8-inch tab or an 8-inch Note, which could have been this, but it took them 7 years to get here. And they have a whole team developing these type of phones, which is weird why it took them so long to get here. But the phone itself, if you look at it, super thin. Forget the camera bump, that's not a biggie. Paper thin. Beautiful phone. There you are. The punch hole camera, not a biggie. You got a better camera this time around. Under display, it's a good feature. Should they have tried to do better with it? Absolutely. Should they go back to it? Maybe in the future. If losing the S Pen was a big thing for you, then this one isn't for you. Wait until they bring it back. Stick to the S Ultra for now. That's at least my point of view on it. But I'm hoping that as I move on from the S24 Ultra to the Fold 7 as my daily phone, I get better use of this phone. If it runs out in less than a year again, and I get stuck trying to use a warranty, which for a phone like this given its cost, should be more than a year. Especially if the hinge is going to be an issue, breaking and messing up the inner display. This phone I just opened yesterday, and I've got it 2 days after it went on sale from pre-order. I'm waiting for the micro USB Type C flash drive to come in so I can do some extra backup, especially in a secure folder. If you notice, it's kind of a trend with Samsung. We had the cloud to back up A through Z, and now you only are able to back up Samsung apps. You can't back up the secure folder anymore. You either have to link it with OneDrive, or in my case have to use external. So I'm gonna jump on this phone, and I got the 1 terabyte. So it's extra money, but I do a lot of pictures, I do a lot of videos. I use a foldable. When I first got onto the Fold 4, even to this one, I anticipate it replacing my laptop 99% of its use with me. I'm hoping I don't have the same issues I had with the Fold 4. So this one's going to go out for a ride. It already has a case that's going to cover the front and back. Even this time around, what Samsung did with the case is you're paying $30-50 with Samsung to only cover the back. That's not good. That's not good enough for the price we're paying. For the pre-order stuff, for the goodies they want to give you, because they're no longer including those bricks for charging, we need to make sure that we have enough credit if we're pre-ordering to be able to be guaranteed a charging brick if we need to get one for our phone, because the cable is already included still. Or let us use that credit for a discount if we're not doing any add-ons that we don't want to get, like cases or add-on extra hardware like a watch, etc. But this one's going to be my daily phone, the Fold7. I did not trade in my S24 Ultra in case the Fold7 did not last. I don't want to lose the features from the S24 Ultra that the S25 Ultra lost doing the trade-in. So I bought the Fold7 out front. And mind you, I'm not an influencer, I'm not a reviewer. I don't get dummy devices to just test out and use. I bought this phone. So if this phone breaks, at least I have a backup. But if I would have done a trade-in, like I did on my S22 Ultra, traded that in to get the Fold 4, when the Fold 4 broke and took a crap, I had to shell out a whole new set of money to get the S24 Ultra. So this is not a tester phone for me. This is going to be my daily driver. And that's what I'm going to use day in, day out, everywhere I go. At home, work, gym, activities, whatever. This phone is going to be with me. And we're going to see how long it lasts. That's one thing that other reviewers don't do, especially those that are just doing unboxing, reviewing, going over specs. They don't come back and tell you 6 months later, 12 months later, how this phone did as a daily user. In my experience, the Fold 4 lasted only 11 months. It crapped out. I wasn't able to use a warranty to replace the inner display or the hinge because it was denied by Samsung. I uploaded that experience to Samsung community. They kept taking it down, and ultimately they blocked me from posting because they didn't want that negative stuff. And it's not so much that it's negative on the company, but that's my experience on me using a phone. That's my daily driver. And now it's gonna change with this one. So hopefully the experience is better. And one thing I would really like to see, this here, you see the little pop-up button for volume control? And you see that there? That sensor is literally embedded. You can't even, it doesn't even pop up from the volume. This type of button should be our volume control, just embedded there. That's what I would like to see in future phones. Get rid of the pop-up buttons and just give us that. Push, go. So, we'll see how that goes.